Okay, so it's me, it's SparkleDart again. Guys, it's me, I'm SparkleDart. So I watched a movie, it's called The Devil Wears Prada, and it was based off of a book, or it was a book that was based off of a band. It was a okay. It was a book that was based off of I watched a movie called The Devil Wears Prada, and it was a movie that was based off of a book. It was a movie that was based off of a book, and it was really good. It was starring a book based off of a band. The movie starred Audrey Hepburn as a journalist or a secretary or something. I don't remember. Not Audrey Hepburn. Why did I say Audrey Hepburn? I mean Anne Hathaway. They're both attractive, quirky women from different eras of cinema. Anne Hathaway, she was in this movie, and she was working for Meryl Streep's character, probably like Miranda something or other. Which, when I watched that movie, I'm like, why is her name Miranda? That's like a Sex and the City name. That's not a name for an old lady. Now, if you know anything about Meryl Streep, she's very old, but she's kind of like Jessica Walter. And now Jessica's also a name that an old lady shouldn't have. She should just go by Jess or something. Because when I think of Jessica, I think of like a young, quirky, like a secretary or assistant or something like that. And when I think of Jessica Walter, I'm like, oh, Lucille Bluth. She should go by Lucille because, you know, Lucille Bluth. That's like her name in the Arrested Development show. Yeah, that's my suggestion. So Jessica Walter, I know you're listening. Go ahead and change your name to Lucille. You can still go by Walter. You can be Lucille Walter. I don't care. But you can't go by Jessica anymore. I don't like that. It's weird. Anyways, Meryl Streep was a stingy old fashionista who was all about creating the next big thing. You know, she's got this high fashion taste. She goes to France every year, and then Anne Hathaway has to start choosing between her job and her BF, or husband, BF, I don't remember exactly. I was disappointed that she had a significant other because, I don't know. If you ever watched Les Miserables, you'll know that she's a very talented actress, and she can sing very well, and I like that in a woman. I like women who can sing about songs about how life didn't turn out the way that they were hoping it would, and how they were hoping that life would be so different from this hell that they're living. And then Russell Crowe's in there too, and so was Hugh Jackman. He's in that movie. He's the main guy. He's Jean Valjean. You can go and watch it on Amazon Instant Streaming. It's on there. I promise you. I honestly don't know. I probably just lied again because I lie all the time. It was a book based off of a band. Anyways, don't let me get distracted again. That was ridiculous. I apologize for laughing like a maniac, like a little baby boy who couldn't control his laughters because he hasn't learned how since he's, you know, there we go. That's okay. Because he's immature and he's not fully developed in the chestral region, but in the he's fully developed in the man region, but not the chestral region, and the armule region, and the facial region. And that was me a couple years ago. Now I am, because I decided to grow up and be a man, a real life boy, is what I decided to be, and that's what I am now. And I watch movies like The Devil Wears Prada and Date Night. and Sex and the City 2. That was a good movie. I didn't watch it, but I'm sure it was a fine movie. Duchess in Dubai. It might have been called something like that. A Princess of My Labia. You know the one. You saw the one. It was a good movie, probably. I didn't watch it again. Or like in Glee when you got those kids singing songs. It's a good show. I would watch Glee if it wasn't for the fact that I don't like it. You know? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you have a show that you really wanted to like, but you just didn't. You really wanted to like that show, but you just didn't like it. I got a couple shows like that. I watched a couple episodes of My Name is Earl, and you know, it was a good show for what it's worth. It was a good show. It had a lot of funny jokes, but I don't know, I just couldn't get into it, you know? It's like when I watched The Office and Parks and Recreation and Avatar: The Last Airbender, I'm like, that was a good TV show that I watched on TV. And then I watched My Name is Earl, and I'm like, okay, well, this man, he won the lottery, and now he doesn't have to work anymore, and he's making amends to all the people that he's wronged. It's a good show. Go and watch it. Judd Nelson probably wasn't in that show. I don't know. I don't know the actor's name. Carl Darwin. I don't know. Stop asking me. Stop. I don't know what the name was. But it gets my official seal of approval. That and the Stella show was good, and Tim and Eric, awesome show, great job, was a good show, and I like that show. I like the episode where they're pretending to be like an MTV comedy skit where they go skateboarding and buy bongs. That was a good episode. Tim and Eric, if you're watching, probably not watching. If you're watching, that was a good episode. Make more of that episode. Thank you. Thank you. I'm SparkleDart. Thank you. Thank you. Devil Wears Prada. I can't even think anymore. I said something so amazingly stupid that I laughed for like 30 seconds, and now I'm just so full of. I have a belly full of giggles. I got giggles coming out of all of my pores on my skirt. I'm sweating, and it's not hot or humid here, so I'm guessing that sweat is just condensed giggle. I can bottle it up and sell it as a perfume. Oh de giggle. Oh de giggle. There's gotta be a market for something like that, right? There's a market for everything. You can buy used Japanese underpants in vending machines in Japan, I bet. So there's gotta be a market for everything. That's what I believe. If it's not true, I choose to believe that is true. But if it's not true, then, you know, don't berate the shit out of me like I know you people like to do on the internet. So it's cool to be rude at crude dudes with a tood. But here's the thing, you know, here's a fact for you that's not a real fact. Okay, so, probably like a decade ago or something, people was talking about how in your sleep you eat like 2 or 3 spiders a year. Like they just crawl in your mouth and you swallow them because that's what you do. You swallow when you sleep. Sleep swallow. TM. Trademark. Can't use that. And they crawl in there and you swallow them, and that happens like 2 or 3 times a year. Well, here's the thing. Actually, that was actually a rumor that was started by probably some nerds and lab coats at MIT. Probably like some sort of college. All these studies, they happen at colleges, right? So they wanted to test how fast a rumor like that could spread because it's got plausible deniability. You know, when you're awake, you accidentally eat bugs. It happens. Like if you're on a motorcycle or a moped or like a Vespa, and you open your mouth and then bugs fly in there, you're like, oh, I just ate a bug and now it's disgusting. That happens. It happens to you. It happens to me. I bet. It probably happened before. I don't want to make the claim that I eat bugs, but it's probably happened, I'm sure, at one point. So I don't want to deny it for no reason. You know, I'm not that kind of boy, that kind of man. I'm not that person that you think that I am. And yeah, so just don't eat bugs, and then I won't have to make fun of you for eating bugs. That's what I do. I eat bugs, and I make fun of other people who don't eat bugs. So, what was I even talking about? Okay, spiders. You know, they say you eat like 7 spiders in your sleep or something like that, and that's actually, I mean, I'm sure it's happened before, but I don't think that that's like a legitimate statistic. I think maybe it's just like one person might eat like 1 spider, like 1 out of every like 10 people might eat 1 spider in their sleep, probably. But here's the thing though, I live in a place where there aren't really a lot of spiders. There are more just pigeons and hummingbirds are the primary nuisance around here. We get a lot of hummingbirds, not so many spiders. So I don't honestly in my current apartment I haven't seen a single spider that I live in right now that I haven't been living in for more than 6 months at this point. I haven't seen a single spider. Granted, I live on the 3rd floor, so it's not so likely that I do eat spiders all the time, like a weird, creepy businessman from Tokyo or Kyoto or Halifax or one of those places. What's that one Japanese city that I'm thinking of? I don't know. It's not gonna come to me. Anyways, yeah, spider. You don't eat spiders in your sleep. You don't think that you do. Don't spread that misinformation. A lot of people like recoil in disgust whenever they hear something like that, and it's like it's not even true. So what are you so worked up about? What are you so bent out of shape about? You don't eat spiders. I promise you that you don't, and that is a promise that I can make because I know I looked up the information regarding it. Now, granted, I do tape my mouth shut every single night with electrical tape because duct tape is too adhesive and it would just tear off my facial hairs, and I don't want that because that's it's a little too much for me. That's a little too much for me to handle. That's I'm a human too. I've got a very decent pain tolerance, but I can't be tearing facial hair off with tape because if I do that, it's just going to be painful for you and everybody around me because I'm going to start swinging my fists. When I feel threatened or in pain, I just start swinging my fists like a windmill would swing its fists if it had fists, but actually what it's doing is just turning its blades in the wind because, it's a windmill, it's got to generate power that way. So anyways, thank you for watching SparkleDart. I hope you enjoyed my spider cast, and I hope you come back soon, so goodbye.